everyone, it's Kelly here. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. What strikes me most is how personal this feels for Laura. She has faced so many challenges over the years, protecting her family and standing up for what is right, even when the odds seem stacked against her. Sidwell has been stirring up trouble that goes deeper than most of us expected, and Laura's pursuit of him shows her resilience. I remember similar storylines where strong women in Port Charles took matters into their own hands, and those arcs always delivered powerful payoffs. This time, though, it feels amplified. The danger feels closer, more intimate. Will Laura succeed without putting herself at greater risk? I think she will, but not without some close calls that will keep us on the edge of our seats. And then there is Lucas, stepping forward to accuse Sidwell of his dark actions. This development has me cheering for the younger generation in the show. Lucas has grown so much as a character, and seeing him take a stand like this proves how much heart he has. He is not just talking about suspicions. He is bringing real evidence and courage to expose what Sidwell has been doing behind the scenes. In my view, this is one of those brave moves that changes everything. Port Charles has seen plenty of secrets come to light over the years, but Lucas confronting Sidwell's shadowy dealings feels fresh and urgent. It reminds me of past moments when truth-tellers shook the foundation of the town. I am proud of Lucas for this, even if it puts him in harm's way. His actions are going to force everyone to look closer at the underbelly of our favorite city. The tension is building beautifully between these threads. Laura, working to capture Sidwell while Lucas publicly challenges him, creates this perfect storm of drama. I keep wondering how their efforts will intersect. Will Lucas's accusations give Laura the opening she needs, or will Sidwell try to strike back before they can close in? These are the kinds of questions that make me tune in eagerly every day. As someone who has followed the show through many eras, I appreciate when the writers weave personal vendettas with larger threats. It makes the story feel alive and connected, not just a series of isolated events. Now, let us talk about what is coming on June 12. Chase is going to make a shocking arrest that will rock Port Charles to its core. I have always liked Chase as a dedicated officer who tries to do things the right way, even when the job gets messy. This upcoming arrest is not going to be routine. He is targeting someone important in town, a figure many residents look up to or depend on in different ways. That kind of bombshell is exactly what General Hospital does best. It forces us to question loyalties and wonder about hidden motives. I can already picture the fallout spreading through families and friendships. Who could it be? The speculation alone is thrilling. This arrest ties directly into the bigger picture with Sidwell. The way things are shifting suggests Sidwell is facing new and intense dangers. His world is crumbling faster than he can control, and that makes for some of the most compelling television. I have seen powerful antagonists rise and fall before, but Sidwell's current situation feels particularly volatile. The combination of Laura closing in, Lucas exposing him, and Chase's decisive action creates this sense of momentum that cannot be stopped. It is exciting to watch because it shows how interconnected everyone's lives really are in Port Charles. One bold move can change the trajectory for so many characters. In my personal opinion, these developments highlight why the show continues to matter after all this time. It is not just about romance or rivalries, though those elements are always present and enjoyable. It is about justice, family bonds, and people finding the strength to stand against darkness. Sidwell represents those forces that threaten the peace we all want for our favorite characters, and seeing Laura, Lucas, and Chase push back feels satisfying on a deeper level. I might be wrong about how everything resolves, of course. That is part of the fun. But I feel confident the writers are building towards something memorable. One thing I particularly enjoy is how these stories give us time to reflect on character growth. Lucas taking this stand shows real maturity. He could have stayed quiet, but instead, he chose integrity. That kind of choice resonates with me as a longtime viewer. We have watched so many characters evolve through trials, and Lucas is following in that tradition beautifully. Similarly, Laura's determination reminds me of her past triumphs. She never gives up when it comes to protecting what matters. These qualities make the drama feel earned rather than forced. As we head toward June 12 and beyond, I cannot help but feel the heat turning up. Chase's arrest is going to create immediate shockwaves. Will it directly impact Sidwell's fate? I suspect it will, perhaps revealing connections we have not yet fully understood. The new adjustments in the story are keeping everything unpredictable in the best way. Sidwell is clearly in a precarious position now, facing threats from multiple directions. That kind of pressure can lead to desperate actions, which always make for riveting episodes. I also appreciate how the show balances high-stakes drama with quieter emotional moments. Even amid these intense plots, there is room for characters to connect and support each other. It prevents the story from feeling too heavy. As fans, we get to experience the full range of human emotions through these characters. That is why I stay invested after all these years. The upcoming arrest and its consequences are going to test relationships and force difficult conversations. I am looking forward to seeing how everyone responds. Let me share another thought. Sometimes I wonder if the writers draw inspiration from real-world ideas of accountability. When Lucas speaks out and Laura takes action, it feels like a call for justice that many of us can relate to. Sidwell's exposure is not happening overnight, which makes it more realistic and engaging. The slow build allows us to savor each revelation. Chase's role in this is crucial too. His commitment to the badge brings a sense of order to the chaos, even if the arrest he makes will create new chaos of its own. I have a feeling the days following June 12 will be packed with surprises. Will Sidwell try to escape or fight back? How will Laura handle the capture once it happens? And what about the important person Chase arrests? Their identity and the reasons behind it are going to spark endless discussions among fans. I love that the show still has the power to generate this kind of excitement. It keeps our community of viewers lively and connected. Reflecting on all this, I am reminded of why General Hospital remains a special part of my routine. The characters feel like old friends, and their struggles mirror the complexities of life. These current storylines with Laura, Lucas, Chase, and Sidwell are delivering exactly the kind of compelling drama I hope for. The sense of impending change is palpable. New dangers for Sidwell mean new opportunities for heroes to shine and for secrets to unravel. As I think ahead, I am optimistic about the direction. The writers seem to understand what longtime fans crave: meaningful confrontations, emotional depth, and twists that feel earned. The arrest on June 12 is going to be a turning point, no doubt about it. It will shake up alliances and perhaps even reveal truths that have been buried for too long. I plan to clear my schedule so I do not miss a single episode during this period. There is also something comforting about watching these stories unfold. In a world that often feels uncertain, General Hospital offers a familiar place where good people fight for what is right. Laura's pursuit, Lucas's bravery, and Chase's decisive action all reinforce that message. Sidwell may be facing escalating threats, but that only makes the eventual resolution sweeter. I cannot wait to see how it all plays out. One more thing before I wrap up my thoughts. These developments invite us to consider the gray areas in life. Not every conflict is black and white, and the show often explores that nuance through its characters. Sidwell's story might have layers we do not fully see yet. Still, the momentum toward justice feels strong and satisfying. I trust the upcoming episodes will handle it with care and excitement. Cassius is facing a demanding task from the PCPD that tests every part of his character. As someone who has followed countless police storylines over the decades, I appreciate how the writers give officers and their allies these complex missions. Cassius is not simply carrying out routine duties. He is navigating high-pressure decisions that could reshape lives in town. This assignment ties directly into the growing threats surrounding Sidwell, creating a web of tension that pulls everyone closer together. I believe this role for Cassius highlights his strength while also revealing his vulnerabilities. It reminds me of past arcs where duty and personal secrets collided, often leading to unforgettable turning points. What truly captivates me is the darker obsession taking shape. Cassius seems prepared to take extreme measures, potentially killing Sidwell to ensure his own identity remains protected. This new adjustment in the story is pushing boundaries further than before, proving that the obsession is reaching dangerous new heights. In my view, this escalation feels authentic to General Hospital's legacy of exploring moral gray areas. Sidwell has caused so much turmoil, but now the danger is closing in from multiple sides. Laura's efforts, Lucas's accusations, and Chase's upcoming shocking arrest on June 12 are already creating chaos. Adding Cassius's intense plan raises the stakes dramatically. I find myself asking important questions as I watch. Will Cassius follow through with such a drastic step to safeguard his secrets, or will his PCPD task steer him toward justice instead? I think the writers will balance this carefully, showing the heavy cost of obsession while allowing room for redemption. This development proves how far these new changes are going. The obsession is no longer contained. It is spreading, affecting relationships and forcing characters to confront their deepest fears. As a longtime viewer over 60, I value when stories dig into these ethical dilemmas. They mirror real life in meaningful ways, without feeling preachy. Chase's arrest on June 12 is set to rock Port Charles by targeting an important figure. I suspect this move will intersect with Cassius's mission, amplifying the pressure on Sidwell. The way everything connects feels masterful. Lucas's testimony provides strong evidence against Sidwell's schemes, giving Laura the momentum she needs while putting Cassius in an even tighter spot. These threads create nonstop momentum that makes each episode essential viewing. In my personal opinion, this obsessive turn for Cassius adds rich complexity. He is protecting something vital, yet the potential cost is enormous. I might be wrong about the final outcome, but the buildup is thrilling. It shows how one man's hidden identity can threaten the peace of the entire community. The new adjustments are going farther, proving this obsession is truly escalating in exciting ways. I enjoy speculating on the fallout. Will killing Sidwell bring Cassius the safety he seeks? Or will it create new enemies? The answers will likely surprise us all.